modifications and alterations of common elements, limited common elements between May 28th through the present. You want to have any discussion, or do you want to just make a motion?
I think we discussed this before, so I'll just move that motion.
Okay, you want to?
Yeah.
Can you hear him? You hear him?
Yeah,
I can't say that, but there you go, now you're clear. So you made a motion?
I have one here.
No, you have to go ahead and make it out loud. Okay.
Motion to approve the repairs, renovations, modifications, and alterations of common elements and limited common elements between May 28, 2014 through the present.
Second.
Second by Marty Wasserman.
Excuse me, Sam, is this a board members only?
No, this is, I gave you a ballot sheet. So
Okay.
we're now going to take a vote on the motion.
How about open for discussion?
Sure, go ahead.
Because it doesn't make sense to me how you can ratify something in retrograde or retrospect, how you can, maybe you can explain that to the owners who don't understand.
I don't believe it's necessary that any of these need to be ratified, because the association's position is that the modifications are not material alterations. And having seen the list that a group of unit owners have filed, which approximate less than 1% of the total special assessments, certainly not a material alteration based upon numbers only. But being that as it may, the board is making this motion in an abundance of caution, or this motion is being made in an abundance of caution, because even though it's not material alterations, they're letting the board know that they are approving the action, not just ratifying, they're approving the action. So the motion, as stated, is to approve the repairs and renovations.
In retrospect, see, I don't get that.
Okay, well, you can certainly, you have a lawyer, so you can.
Semantically,
Okay.
it doesn't make sense how you can approve something 2 years later.
This is called a democracy. Things change, and they're not necessary, but it certainly is entitled to do it, and that's the motion on the floor. So you can
And
certainly
these
have
board
your lawyer.
members weren't even board members when this was all undertaken. That's another point. Okay,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
thank you.
So, I'm going to, yes?
Can you or Ben call me back on another line, because this one keeps cutting in and out, I only get parts of sentences.
I'm calling you right now.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, so I'll be calling him and take a vote on the motion.
Okay.
Shelborne Property Associates has 237 units. They've submitted a proxy. Proxy holder is the secretary. Mr. Rosenberg, how do you vote in favor of the motion on behalf of SPA? In favor. SWGSB, who owns 24 units, has submitted a proxy and given that proxy to the association's secretary. Mr. Rosenberg is the secretary. How do you vote in favor of that motion? In favor. KGC Realty, who owns 2 units, have given a proxy to the secretary of the association. How do you vote in favor? How do you vote on that motion? In favor. SRA Financial owns 1 unit and has given their proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? Unit CU01 has given the proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? Okay. And Unit 401, you've submitted a ballot, and that's your unit, and that's, you voted in favor. And Unit 403, Mr. Rosenberg, you're present. I'm sorry,
Voted in favor.
voted in favor. So, Ms.
Jackson,
Ms. Jackson, your unit number
910.
910. You have a ballot in front of you. Are you going to complete it? Are you going to vote?
Yes.
Okay, what's your vote?
No.
Okay. Okay. The motion passes. Okay. Then you want to go down to the next item on the agenda? The next item on the agenda is the vote on approving the repairs, renovations, modifications, and alterations to the association's common element lobby, pool deck, and floors between May 28, 2014 through the present. Want to have discussions on this agenda item?
I'm okay with you.
Not for me, we've been through this before.
I have the same question. How can you vote retroactively on something that's already been done? Semantics again, we're going back to semantics. And I speak English, I dominate English, and it's inconceivable to me that we're voting on something that's already been done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Motion on improvement, repairs, renovation, modification, and alteration of the association's common element lobby, pool deck, and floors between May 28, 2014 through the present.
There's a motion by Ben Rosansky, second by Joseph Rosenberg. We're gonna go down the list of okay, SPA, owns 237 units, and they're giving a proxy to the secretary. Mr. Rosenberg, how do you vote? Okay, SWGSB owns 24 units, and they're giving a proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? KGC Realty owns 2 units, have given a proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? SRA Financial has given a proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? Unit CU01 has given a proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? Unit 401, which is your unit. That was with a ballot. How do you voted in favor? Unit 403, Mr. Rosansky. Ms. Jackson, Unit 910.
Against. Against.
The motion passes.
Next one. Motion on approving repairs, renovations, modifications, alterations to the association's common element doors and windows from May 28, 2014 through the present.
Motion by Ben Rosansky. Do I hear a second? Second by Joseph Rosenberg. Okay. SPA has given their proxy for 237 units. To the secretary, how do you vote? In favor. SWGSB owns 24 units, have given a proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? KGC Realty owns 2 units and have given their proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? SRA Financial, owner of 1 unit, has given their proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? In favor. CU01 has given their proxy to the secretary. How do you vote? In favor. And you are here on behalf of Unit 401. How do you vote? In favor. Mr. Rosansky, Unit 403.
In favor.
Ms. Jackson.
I'm opposed to everything. Obviously.
Still gotta ask.
Yeah. Yep. Material alteration or whatever. Just
Okay, the next item on the agenda is
Vote,
the